Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic we are going to discuss right now is the goal is far. That is the topic of discussion. The goal is far. So, when we think of the goal, it is like playing football. Suppose someone is playing football, his goal is to put the ball in the goal post and to score a goal. So, here also the goal, that is, it is actually seen, visible. This football, this goal, this play, this goal is fixed, but when we are talking of this goal means it is related to our spiritual goal. So the goal actually from where we emerged and came so far in the process of evolution, and in the process of evolution on the contrary we have to reach that point. So for that we have to pick up, we know the goal for the spiritual seeker. Divine is the goal. He is the beginning, he is in the middle with us, and of course he is the goal. So when fix up the goal, that very carefully and cautiously we have to fix the goal. Once this goal, fixation of the goal is little bit fluctuating here and there, means this life, almost one life is actually spoiled. you know Steer in the course in Savitri, thy goal, the road thou choosest are thy fate. The goal that must be fixed, and to goal, to cross, to reach that goal, the road thou have chosen, that is the road, thy goal, the road thou choosest, the road you have chosen to reach that goal is thy fate. If it falters, if there is some error, naturally you are nowhere. Something like, not like a 1 day or 2 days is gone, almost sometimes we will fail, entire life is gone. So Sri Aurobindo explains on goal in a couple of lines. We will try to quote at least 2 lines on goal. Steer in the course, in the joy of the goal is the greatness and the delight of being. In the joy of the goal, in that joy of the goal is the greatness and the delight of being. Very carefully you have to choose, because the delight of existence, delight of being, delight of adventure, everything depends upon the goal. And the joy of goal is the greatness and the delight of being. Again, we are moving forward little bit. There is no more benumbing error than to mistake a stage for the goal, or to linger too long in a resting place. And just imagine, if you are resting unnecessarily, you are spending some time without any reason, naturally you are getting that way further. See, so when there is, you can feel the flow of the river, it is flowing to reach the ever beloved sea. It never rests, it never rests, never falters. It has to go on. So many barriers are there, so many pitfalls, shortcomings it is having on the way. Still then it never falters, crossing that barrier and cutting the path. It is trying to move forward downward to reach the ever beloved lover, beloved, that is the sea. So Sri Aurobindo quotes here, there is no more benumbing error than to mistake a stage of goal. Benumbing errors here in the course. Benumbing error than to mistake the stage for the goal, and to linger too long in a resting place. Linger too long in a resting place. That is the worst thing that you can do. Never have the unduly rest. That is actually, it is a harmful effect on you, because still, suppose you are feeling some couple of hours I will rest here, it is likely you are resting far from reaching the goal. That must be taken care. Anyway, then Sri Aurobindo quotes how really, in which way what we have to do. Sri Aurobindo quoted and explained, it is there. Stride swiftly, for the goal is far. Don't think that I am reaching the goal and very immediately or somewhere nearby, because the goal is far, definitely. It is likely the river which actually emerged from a hill, It knows not where is the goal. It has to cross unnumbered years. It has to cut the valley. It has to make its passage through that hilly path to reach the that ever beloved lovers, ever beloved. I mean, sea. You know, so it has to. It strides swiftly without any undue rest. Like this, during the course, stride swiftly, not in your original steps, with your original steps, tied swiftly for the goal. For the goal is far, not nearby. So for that, to reach your goal, to attain your achievement to goal, strive swiftly. Rest not unduly. Same things what we are discussed right now. Rest not unduly, for the master is waiting for thee at the end of thy journey. Like the sea is waiting the river, so also our master is waiting for us at the end of the journey. As delightfully the river pours itself into the sea, merges and gets united, that is, loses its existence. Thus also our constitution. We are moving forward. We have to move forward. The master is waiting for us on the way. So it is a further goal, and though we have to strive swiftly, and we must not rest unduly. Again, Sri Aurobindo quotes beautifully. Sri Aurobindo quotes sometimes, there are two who are unfit for greatness. Great thing. Great saying, great aphorism. There are two, not one, there are two who are unfit for the greatness and freedom. Two things which normally we take our goal, or our something like our destiny, or something our interest. So these are the one for greatness, and second is freedom. So two are unfit for this, to achieve this greatness and freedom. Two, here in the course of two, they are unfit. Number one, the man. Number two, the nature. Man, what is the, why he is unfit? Who has never been a slave to another. The man, actually two, here in the quoted two, who are unfit for this freedom and greatness. Among these two, first one is a man who has never been a slave to another. If he feels I am a master always, then he is totally unfit for the greatness and the freedom. Sri Aurobindo has quoted, before becoming God's lion, try to become his lamb, because it is a step by step procedure. All at a sudden you can't reach that goal, because sometimes it happens, a man born with a silver spoon, prime minister's sons becomes, or son of the king becomes the king. So it is a different separate issue, but actually you can't ignore. Maybe in the previous birth he has, till the present birth, and up to the end of the previous birth, he has crossed a long way. 99 pages are read, only 100th page is to be read on this life. But when we have never at all seen the book, we have just to start from ABC, or from page number 1 to 3. So that is different case. So we have to become, in a step by step proceeding, you have to become the God's lamb first, then only there is a possibility of becoming God's lion. Here Sri Aurobindo quotes about two things, greatness and freedom. Two are unfit, not fit. Two are unfit. Number one, the man who has never been a slave to another. So slavery, not the material slavery, but the thing is that slavery, you must be who has never been a slave to another, he can never. And the second, the nature, that has never been under the yoke of foreigners. Nation, I am sorry, not nature, it is a nation. Number one is man who has not been slave to another. Number two, nation at large. The glorious point, the is expanded view, expansion of the man, that has never been under the yoke of foreigner. So they can't be become fit for the greatness and of course freedom. Again, sometimes we see some people say, I have achieved a lot, I have never failed in life, I am born with a silver spoon, my destiny is it is actually, my destiny is at the top, here I don't have anything to do. So many ways the egocentric. But still in the course, if you find some people, you believe them, you just follow them, in the way you take them as as your something like your idol. So still in the course here, distrust the man who has never failed in and suffered. Distrust, you don't trust, not trust, not distrust, not that not to trust, it is distrust the man who has never failed and suffered, never failed and suffered. That sort of man who claims you distrust simply. Follow not his fortunes, distrust him first. Second, follow not his fortunes. Or third, fight not under his banner. It is very ridiculous because he is simply playing a trick, so simply showing. But thing is that everything only very talkative things, not really visibly. It is not that much not trustworthy. So just some time before I met somebody. Actually, he is very much arrogant, very much a lying person. His daughter's marriage is about to be held, something like today. So he was talking in a big voice. I went there, told I have got something like this type of arrangement, this type of muttons I have purchased, this much of chicken, and this type of these things. So, like greatness, this great arrangement told in a big way. Immediately after 5 minutes, when he left, somebody was standing and like me, being dumb-hearted, he was also standing silently near me. So he told, don't trust him. Whatever he told, 99% is almost a lie. So just imagine if somebody or new person is coming, and moreover you will feel that he is under the banner of this mother and Sri Aurobindo, of course a organizer. So even though he is talking this sort of nonsense, just imagine what about the ignorant world. So distrust the man who has never failed and suffered. Second, follow not his fortunes. Third, fight not under his banner. He is totally distrustworthy, not trustworthy. Again, Sri in the course explains, fix not a time and the way. Fix not the time and the way. Within this time I will complete up. Within this time I have to do all these things. It is totally a vague concept. Suppose you are about to build your house, you are in a hurry. So there are two ways. Suppose you are bringing some contractor or something, you told, I will give you under the contractual. Within this time you have to complete it up. Second thing, I have to appoint some people, they will come. And appointing people and moving, and of course you are taking care of watching if they are success every day, going for people. Very difficult, very difficult. One moreover, you are not staying inside the cities, you are working somewhere, staying somewhere. Very difficult. In between, maybe with a gap of some 15 days, you can come and see what really is going. That observation is possible. Then suppose this contractor also, he is also cheating in many ways. Like he is taking commissions, he is actually promising something and he is applying something. And if you are hurry, see, taking 3 or 4 works at a time, and simultaneously, deliberately he is delaying the process. So you are in a hurry. Suppose you complete it up, then day and night they will work and they will complete, but everything is erroneous. Suppose that the sand and your cement, that proportion, instead of being 3 is to 2, it will come something around 6 is to 1. So naturally there is a great loss. After some time you will find my house is complete, but maybe its longevity is just up to 40%. After some time you will find it will collapse. This is there is no use, you will lament. So if you are capable of waiting, if you have patience to wait for some time, naturally it will be somehow good, because you have to wait on lot of people for this completion. Anyway, you must have that vigilance, you must have that patience, because people are there, they are by nature they are interested in cheating. Still in the course, fix not the time and the way in which the ideal shall be fulfilled. It needs, God knows when and how where, and within which rate it will be completed. So fix not the time and the way in which the ideal shall be fulfilled. Work and leave the time and way to God the All-Knowing. God the All-Knowing, leave your time and success and the way to Him, so that He will take care. He knows better than you us, because whatever knowledge we have, that is our mental knowledge, which is struggling, striving. But actually divine knowledge, wisdom, that is the soul side. And whatever we know through our mental stumbling knowledge, that is inefficient, that is not insufficient, but God all knowing knows where, how, and in which format it has to be completed of. So fix not the time and the way to which the ideal shall be fulfilled. Work and leave time and way to the God all knowing, so that you will find a great success there. There is no doubt of it. So, to leave thy works result to its omnipotence. Don't expect the result. Leave thy works result to the omnipotence. Let him do, let him clarify, and let him fulfill. And the finally you will find that the result will be definitely withstanding result. Marvelous. Again, still on the course. Each man of us has a million lives yet to fulfill upon earth. Million lives yet to fulfill upon earth. Why then this haste and clamor and impatience? Just imagine everything we have discussed right now. Why this clamor? Why this haste? Why this importance? So don't be in a hurry. You have million lives yet to fulfill upon earth. Don't worry. Don't be in a very hasty manner. Try to go. No haste, no clamor, no impatience, and leave everything to the God all-knowing. Already we have discussed. Stride swiftly, for the goal is far. Stride swiftly. Again, I will try to repeat. Stride swiftly, for the goal is far. Rest not unduly, for the master is waiting for thee at the end of thy journey. My work, my job is to only to travel on, and travel on, aspiring the great that aspiring for the all the goodness, and aspiring that God will do bring freedom and greatness, of course, divinity and every all the divinity for us. So work and leave thy works result to its omnipotence, and all things shall change in the God's transfiguring our Vande Mataram.